Hey, thanks for joining us on YouTube. You want to be in the video?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I swear this one.
Man, listen, all I'm telling you is you can't keep going on telling stories.
Can't do that. It's not right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Monster Tiki Hut proudly presents Monster Skull. What? Who said that? Oh, it's you. You have checked in with me again. Ben and Katie had found each other and pretty much fell for each other right off the bat. They started dating and doing a lot of things that young teenagers do. Ben was pretty gifted. He was going to be a writer. Katie loved to listen to Ben because he could say almost anything and she would believe it. He had a way with words, and sometimes some of those words did seem like they were coming to life. One night Katie was at home. Ben was at home too, watching over the animals and doing a little last minute homework that he had to do. He finished up and Katie called him. He got on the phone with her, put everything aside, and went and lay down on the bed and was talking to her. She was pretty much doing the same thing on the other end of the phone. Well, Katie and Ben somehow got on wanting to talk about horror stories. And Ben obliged. He said, I could probably scare you. Katie said, oh yeah? Tell me a story. And said, okay. It was a night like this one, Ben started off. It was windy. Katie said, yeah, it's definitely windy over here. Yeah. That was the problem. What was the problem? Oh, that it was windy that night. You see, this girl, like you, her parents went out for the evening, and we were going to go to dinner and go see some family members, and she's going to be her parents are going to be gone for pretty late into the evening like they normally do, maybe 1, 2 when they showed up. The girl heard the wind and gone around the house and started making sure all the windows and doors were closed so that she felt secure. She reassured herself by going to the front door and making sure it was locked. She actually went so far as to open the door and look and make sure there was nothing there. And then she went and closed the door very quickly. Gave herself the chills just doing that. Her house was basically set out where the front door was there, and then there was a living room. Of course, there were 2 windows there in the living room. They had drapes, but they were see-through drapes, so if you were moving in the house, people could see you through there. And as you went through the little walkway there that went from the front door, from the living room, and into what was the dining room, there were big glass doors there. One to the right and one to the left. She went and made sure that those were locked and sealed. And if that wasn't enough, there was a window that was over the kitchen sink. She made sure that was locked. But one more in this little area was a little pantry. You see, there was a stove there off to the side, and then there was a counter there that you could, like a little nook, you could sit there and eat on. We had to go around that and go into the pantry. Well, this kind of gave her the creeps because whenever she went in there, door that slided into the wall that she had to open. Of course, once you went into the pantry, there was food off to the left side, but the washer and dryer right there. But there it was, another door with windows. And of course, they hadn't put any blinds on those ones either. They felt that they didn't need to because it was a pantry. The door was closed. All you would see was the washer and the dryer. So they felt secure there. So she never did. She did pick up one of the bed sheets that needed to be washed and put it over the window when her parents were gone so that no one could see in. And she made sure that that door was locked too. Bad enough we had all these doors and windows. Then you had to go back through the same way you just came and then go down the hall. Well, the first bedroom, that was her dad's office. There was a window in that room. Coming out of Dad's room, there was her room. It's in the front of the house. Of course, big window, picture window. She knew that was locked and secure. She'd made sure of it. Even put a piece of wood in there to make sure she was secure. Coming out of that room, right next to her room in the hallway off was a bathroom there. Going to that bathroom, there was a door, went outside. Great during the summertime when they wanted to have swimming pool fun, but not so much when you're alone. That was another door and window that did have blinds to make sure the windows and the doors were locked. The next place was the master bedroom, her mom and dad's bedroom. Once again, a sliding glass door, which she made sure was secure. Katie said, "Gee, you just made it sound like my own house that I'm living in." Ben thought, "Oh, did I?" But anyway, this girl was at home, and she heard some noises. She also heard what sounded like the side gate was open. And it was swinging, or something was brushing against it. Katie goes, "Oh, funny." She goes, kind of, well, hold on for a minute, Ben. So, this was 1972. They didn't have cell phones. They just had phones with cords. Katie went down the hall, got a little bit spooked out. She did hear something with the gate, kind of like a. She ran back down to the room and said, "Hey Ben, this isn't funny. Our side gate is open." Ben said, "Really? Maybe you should go outside and go lock it." And Katie said, "Oh no, that's fine. I'm going to leave it alone. No, I don't." And Ben goes, "Are you sure that's a good idea? What if the dogs get out?" And she goes, "We don't have dogs." Ben said, "Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot." And she goes, "Okay, well, tell me more. Let me take my mind out. Hold on, Ben, let me go check this out." And Katie walked back all the way into the living room. She pulled the see-through drapes back. She looked out very cautiously, to the right and to the left. She didn't see anything. She realized the hallway light was on, and she ran down to the hallway and turned the light off. And then she went to the other window. She pulled the blind back. She was looking, and she noticed that the gate was moving. She was really strange. That gate shouldn't be like that. You know, somebody can get in with that gate being like that. So Katie ran back down to her room, said, "Ben, hold on. I'm going to go to the phone in the kitchen, and then I'm going to put the receiver down, and I want you to listen. And I'm going to go outside for a minute, and I'm going to close the gate, and I'm going to lock it." Ben said, "Okay, are you all right?" And Katie goes, "No, not really, but I'm going to do it. Mom and Dad will be mad if I don't." So Katie opened the pantry door. She looked to the right, she looked to the left. She didn't see anything. The wind was blowing. The Santa Ana winds were blowing. She saw the gate. Okay, I'm going to do this. She goes, "I'm going out, Ben." Quickly ran over to the gate, grabbed the door, and as she did, she saw up against the wall was a man's face. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. The man said, "Ben sent me." She closed the door. She threw the lock on. She saw a hand come up over the fence. She ran back to the door, ran in, closed the door, locked it, and got into the pantry. "Oh my God, Ben! I'm in. Are you in alone?" She goes, "Oh my God, why would you say that to me? I didn't even think of that, Ben. Oh my God, what do you mean am I in all alone?" "Well, you left and you left the door open. Is everything okay?" "Yes, everything's okay. I closed the gate. I locked it. But there's something I have to tell you. There's a man that's standing there outside the fence. Call the police, let them know what's going on. Because he said you sent him." Ben said, "I sent him?" What he said, "You sent him." "Who is it, Ben? Who did you send? Who is it, Ben? Who did you send?" Hey, I hope you liked the story. If you did, give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Happy Halloween, everyone.